Hey everybody, it's Sega Girl Ambi, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we finished off the Good Egg Galaxy, collected a few more Power Stars. This time, we're heading off to new places. In particular, we're heading off to the Honeyhive Galaxy. So we're definitely going to see what's up with that world in a second. B Mario takes flight. Oh man. I remember when they revealed this. I thought it was like the cutest thing ever. And we're definitely going to get into why I feel that way. Oh man, that's so good, yeah. Okay. Yeah, forgive me. I'm recording this at like 10:40 at night. If we go ahead and turn around with the camera, you're going to see that there's an M made of star bits. I always try to collect that every single time I enter this world. So the Honeyhive Galaxy, definitely one of my favorite galaxies in the game. I love the way that this galaxy feels just from the offset, because it reminds me of something of like Banjo-Kazooie. Anyways.
Welcome to the Honeyhive Galaxy, or the Honeyhive Kingdom. Our queen rules this land.
Nice. I'll have to, like, pitch shift my voice or something like that just to make it even remotely sound somewhat bee-ish. Then again, I mean, I don't know what a bee sounds like. Fuck, I mean, it could sound like Jerry Seinfeld for all I care. I don't know. Because that's what everybody immediately thinks of when they think of bees, right? It's just the Bee Movie script. No, people have to think of something else. I mean, what do I think of when I think of bees? Well, I mean, I think of, there's like a few different things I think of, actually. Well, my first instinct is immediately to think of, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when Nick and... I forget the name of the, Russ. Yeah, when Russ and Nick are on the bee. Yeah, I was trying to think of like what the other kid's name was, because yeah, it's weird to think because like I only just like recently watched that movie, literally like about a year ago, I'm pretty sure. Okay, but like real talk about that movie used to traumatize me so much as a kid, and it's only because of like one particular sequence. Like most of it I was able to watch just fine, but like the one bit that like terrified me more than anything was the scene with the scorpion. And I don't know if it was because it was the stop motion, or if it was because of the way that it was animated, or if it was because of just like how like everything came together, but like something about it just absolutely terrified me. And that bit too, when like Auntie like gets stung by the scorpion and gets killed, is like the most heartbreaking thing ever. Like it's almost like the equivalent of like an Old Yeller moment, because it's like it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that whoever decided to do like the audio engineering decided to make this like freaking ant scream bloody murder as he's about to get stung by a scorpion. This is traumatizing for me as a kid. I don't know why, but maybe it was like a sensory issue or something like that, but man, freaking the way that they just like portray that whole thing, it was like terrifying when I was little. It's like, it made me like absolutely like afraid to squish any ant like ever, because I thought that they would like, you know, that they would react like the exact same way. Like, who knows, maybe they could be, I don't know, because it's like you really don't think about those kinds of things like until you get older. It's like, what do ants and what do insects sound like when you're the size of them? You know, like, do they have particular noises that they make, or do they, you know, do particular things, or do they have their own language? I don't know. Like, you never know. That's always something that I've always been kind of fascinated about. Then again, I've always had like this weird brain that is like, oh yeah, you know, it's like maybe, you know, if you were an animal too, or something like that, you'd be able to understand what the animal was saying. It's like, it totally works like in all of, you know, the movies and everything like that you watch, you know, you freaking dumbass. Like, apparently that's how the world works. It's like, oh, well, if you're an insect too, then maybe you might be able to understand what the insect is saying. And like, no, that's not how the world works. It's like, stop using your imagination and actually come back to the real world for the first time. I apologize, like, my brain is just, like, going into, like, all sorts of different areas that I had no idea that it would even go into. So if you notice right now, these were the bugs that I was talking about earlier. Well, those ones in particular, they're terrified of Mario. But B Mario, they have no problem, like, walking all over it. So if you notice, though, B Mario is not impervious to water. So, like any insect isn't. So, again, I refer to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, specifically the scene with the sprinklers. I need to go ahead and get on top of this flower. That's the other thing, too, is that you can only get on flowers if you're Bee Mario, which makes sense. I mean, you're a bee. So, as bees do. You know, as bees do, I guess. Because apparently I know what bees do. Never mind. Point is that we're going to be grabbing onto this little honey wall. See, this is why I think, like, this level is just so cute, is because all the sound effects and everything. Listen to the sound effect that plays when Mario is just, like, climbing over the wall. The little squeaks, it's so cute. Oh, this is stupidly funny for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. No food for you today, Piranha Plant. So if we go ahead and scooch on up over here, we're going to come across the Queen Bee. Oh, and who might you be? A physician, we presume. A physician. Bleh. A physician. No matter. We are in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once. So, I guess, you know, you should have called a chiropractor or something of that, Queenie. But anyways, yes, you're supposed to, you know, just, like, go ahead and land on, you know, Her Highness yourself. And just, you know, go at it. Get the little star chips. I remember for, like, 2007, the detail on the fur was, like, considered amazing for the time. But, like, I look at it now and, like, it definitely just looks like somebody used, like, the smudge tool in Photoshop. You know, I do love that she doesn't have any legs, though. She just has, like, 2 feet sticking out. It's like, poor thing, doesn't have any legs. Just has feet. It's just, like, one big fat body and just 2 feet and 2 tiny little hands. Oh, hey, it's Toad.
Ah, a bee! What? Mario, hey, it's you! We escaped from Pizza's castle, too!
Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. But then we thought Bowser would get us, and then I implore you to reconsider. I also love that Toad's mouth is literally just like one singular frame. It's constantly flapping up and down, just meh, 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 meh. Oh, I just remembered we found a power star. I'm sure you need this, so here, take it. Definitely not going to be doing the Toad voice like this late at night. Oh, goodness. Alright, so with all of that, we've gone ahead and finished up our first star here of 3 here at the Honeyhive. You can see the queen all the way in the background. Thank God you have wings, girl. Otherwise, you would be like rolling on the floor, just like nothing. But you know what, girl? You got a body that like you can definitely like flaunt. So go ahead and flaunt it. Do whatever you want. You go, queen. All right. Oh, we've unlocked another galaxy here in the terrace. All right, what do you got to say, Rosalina? Mario. Your name is Mario, isn't it? That is what I heard from your friends who just arrived. Mario. It is such a nice ring. Well, thank you very much. Your friends are waiting for you in the garage. I think they want to tell you a garage. So I guess we gotta look a little hangar now. I think that's what they call it. Like, you know, the place where you like land your airplanes and stuff. Ugh. Okay. So if you head on over to the garage, quote-unquote, and over here, you can get yourself a 1-up. But, more importantly, you want to talk to Toad again here. Mario, somehow we made it too. We'll help you get the Power Stars and save Princess Peach. You can count on us, Mario. We're all in this together. What would Headmaster Saffron say? We're all in this together. Anyway. Heading on back over to the terrace here. let's see the new galaxy that we just opened up, shall we? Before we head on back over to the Honeyhive Galaxy. So let us see. This is the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. Yes, I love this one. Just because I love the atmosphere of this place. Of this particular galaxy, I mean. Surfing 101. Like, whoa, dudes, my name's Funky Kong. It's Bossa Nova time. I don't know why I'm, like, stealing so many different memes from, like, so many other people who are probably, like, infinitely better than I am. No, you can't say that, Corin. You gotta be confident in your abilities. Be assertive! Beep, beep. Not insertive! Right, if you talk to this giant penguin over here, are you a surfer too? Oh, but this is your first time ray surfing, right? Well then, let me show you the ropes. I don't know why I sound like Barney for some reason. Now let me explain. I love you. Anyway, try to match the guide on the bottom right. So yes, we are holding the controller in the correct position. Yeah, that's the basic position. To turn left, twist left from that starting position. So then if we just go ahead and tilt the controller, correct, that's how you turn left. To turn right, you've got to twist to the right. It's just a jump to the left. And then a twist to the right. I know it's a step to the right, but I just wanted to change the lyric just for the sake of being a non-conformist. That's all you need to know. Now give it a go on the course. So hold down the A button, that's how you accelerate. And then we're just going to use our motion controls or the gyroscope within the controller. Go ahead and steer here. Oh, this actually works way better than I remember it being. Alright, we're just about ready to start this race here. And it's Mario kicking off with the Manta Ray. Fuck, I'm not good at commentating. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to do like a commentator voice. For some reason, like in my mind, I was immediately thinking of like the beginning to All Dogs Go to Heaven. Like when they have like those rats that are like racing in the casino. That movie is like way too adult for children. Like, I have no idea who the hell that movie was marketed to, but it sure as hell was not marketed towards kids. Well, it definitely wasn't intended to be, because it's like you got gambling and smoking and drinking. I mean, like, they're obviously drinking beer and everything like that. Freaking, you know, there's stuff about death. There's obviously, like, that whole thing where, you know, Charlie has, like, the nightmare where, like, he goes to hell and, you know, he's being tortured by, like, the devil dog or whatever the hell it is. Oh, man. See, back in my day, you know, animated movies used to not give a fuck about what children felt like. They were willing to be, you know, they were willing to be dark and they were willing to be edgy. That isn't to say that, like, I think all modern media should terrify your children or everything like that, but I mean, like, I feel like some movies just play it way too safe. Okay, for fuck's sake, oh my god, if you yawn one more time, I swear to god I'm gonna slap you. I am so violent towards myself, I have no idea why. It's just because I'm trying to stay awake. At least just to record, like, for these few videos, just so that way I have something to, you know, that I can edit and put up for the next few days, but I can also definitely, like, record more over the days I have off from work, so, I mean, that's not gonna be too big of a deal. Yeah, so now that we've gone ahead and done that, let's head on back over to Honeyhive and see what we can do there. So if I remember correctly, Honeyhive's second mission has something to do with the windmills, as far as I remember. Yeah, trouble on the tower. So this one can actually take a bit of time, as far as I remember, because you've got like a little bit of exploring to do. But once you get up to that tower, then it's pretty standard affair. But it's just a matter of like trying to find out which way to go. So that's one of the things that I like about this galaxy. It's a lot more open-ended than most other galaxies in the game. Some are very linear, but others have a little bit more open-endedness to them. And this is one of those galaxies. Well, it's the first of many. There are a lot that are similar to this, but not always. Now, if you press the ZL button, which is basically your duck button, as well as your ground pound button when you're in the air, if you jump, press the Y button and spin, and then do a ground pound. Boom, there we go. You can do a homing stomp. So anytime that you're like near another enemy or something like that, you can home into them. Now, you want to go that way because that'll open up the beanstalk that'll get you to the other side, but I don't want to go that way just yet because I want to collect some more star bits, kind of explore around and whatnot. Definitely spin into those things as soon as you can because, you know, if you allow them to leech onto you for too long, they will start, like, sucking off some of your health, so you don't want that. It's not good. It wouldn't fit. I don't know. Don't know why. Shout out to my friend Johnny. I don't know why, dude. Like, you're probably not even watching this even to begin with, but I mean, if you are, there's something, like, about, like, your deadpan delivery, like, in some of your videos that just makes me laugh. Like, I don't know, like, for anybody who's never seen my friend Johnny's videos, their work is fantastic. You know, I'm very good friends with them, but, they did a video about, like, the disappearance of Miss Pac-Man, and why Miss Pac-Man kind of, like, disappeared from recent Pac-Man games, so definitely check that one out. But there's a whole bit when Johnny's, like, going into this thing about, like, the pack stores, but the way that you say kawaii, like, any sort of, like, Japanese word or something like that, makes me lose my shit. Because the way that you say kawaii so centrally, just kawaii. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the joke, but I don't know. I don't know why. Like, hearing it said that way is so freaking funny to me. Just kawaii. In such a deep, like, you know, like, smooth, jazzy kind of way. I don't know why. It's funny like that. Then again, I'm, like, highly amused at, like, the stupidest things. You'll find that I'm very easy to entertain, unless you're being offensive. Then, you know, at that point, then I'm not going to be entertained. But you know what I mean. All right, so we come across this little planet that almost kind of looks like the Cat in the Hat's hat, just without the stripes. We have a few wigglers over here, so you're definitely going to want to be careful. But if you move past them, head on over to this little thing, we can get another rainbow star. But this is the key reason as to why I wanted to do this, was because I wanted to just fall through this little hole right here and stomp down. Oh yeah, just because of the trail. That's definitely going to leave, like, a... Look at the trail of colors that you're just leaving behind. It's so funny. Oh, wow. So, okay, so the invisibility star does work on the mandibugs. That's what the little beetles that we've been coming across in this stage, that's what they're called. They're called the mandibugs. And there's good old Queenie in the back over there. Now, here we go on here. Ugh. Heading on up this tower on this little windmill. I might as well just go ahead and collect some of these. So we got a mama mandibug and a baby mandibug. So we're gonna have to kill the baby on the top of it, like the violent cretin that we are. And this is where the homing attack is actually... the homing attack. He's not Sonic. But that's definitely gonna come in handy for next time. Yeah, so unfortunately we're running out of time here. I know, it feels like we almost just started. But I did say that I was only going to, like, record for, like, an hour, maybe. And, you know, just kind of go from there, just see what it is that I could do. But I think 3 episodes is just fine, you know? Like, it gives us more than enough time to, like, really kind of get a grasp of things. But next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're going to check out the Hungry Luma Galaxy, as well as maybe finish up Honeyhive, I'm thinking. And then, you know, just kind of go from there. So, I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.